AliExpress has a variety of displays up for display, but a lot of them don't look that great. So I just went for the cheapest one that I could find that is an actual OLED, not an LCD. Again, crappy tools, nobody needs that. Let's take a look at this display. So a few things we're looking for is how big the chin is, how the display looks, how the chips look on the display, how the flex cable looks. There's a lot when it comes to displays, and it's actually really hard to find a good quality display on the market, especially on AliExpress. Yeah, I don't like what I'm seeing here. So we have a weird chip over here. It says lattice. I think that is used to grow eyelashes, but we also have OLED on the flex cable. This flex cable appears to be aftermarket. Sometimes they actually take original Apple flex cables and then put them on their displays. The actual display itself seems to be a bit thicker than what I'm used to seeing. Not really a good sign when you're buying a display. You want to avoid displays like this for the most part, but I'm on a budget. We'll know when we actually turn this on, but you can see that, yeah, the bezels look larger than what I think they're supposed to look like. My biggest concern is whether the display works, because the defective rate on these displays is just insane. What is this? This is obviously the battery. We'll take a look. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, that's actually really nice. So this battery looks exactly like the Apple original battery. Very cool. And it also comes with the forbidden cheese on the back. Hopefully this works. It looks great and looks Apple original, so we probably won't have any issues with the battery. Oh, what the hell? More seals. Thank you, China. This is the proximity and ambient light sensor. This didn't come with the display. We had to buy it on its own. Pretty expensive for what it is, but it's just, you can't get around this. You need this, so we'll put this aside. And I think we're almost done here. We have the LiDAR sensor. These are actually serialized, and you do lose some features when you replace it with a non-original one, but it's nothing crazy, and most people don't even notice. We'll put that aside. And the last one. What? It looks like we're done. Let's start building this phone. So a few things we want to look for on the housing before we start building anything is whether it's not. So there is supposed to be a little nub here for the SIM ejector tray. Basically it pushes on the board and then pops out the SIM tray, but it's not there. Let's see if we have it in here, and looks like it's right over there. So we're gonna take this with our tweezers. A lot of people install housings and they forget this, and then it's just awkward because you're stabbing the SIM ejector hole and nothing's happening. Now it's in there, and look, when I put something in the SIM tray, it pops out, and then the board's like, okay, let's pop out the SIM, and that's how that works. Next up, honestly, I'm a little bit worried because I have no screw chart or anything of the sort, so putting the screws in this is going to be, we're going to take the board, and we're gonna take the battery. I want to kind of visualize what I need to do first here before I actually do it, so I'm not wasting any time. I think before we do anything, we should probably install the LiDAR sensor because that goes under the camera. So let's do that. We're gonna take our LiDAR and we're gonna place it over here. Now, to the best of my knowledge, there is a plate that goes over the LiDAR usually to hold it down, and unfortunately the screws that we got didn't have everything, so we had to wait and purchase more screws again. They came really fast, surprisingly, and they weren't expensive at all. This has all the shields that we need. This one doesn't. Let's find the LiDAR shield first. These are actually called cowlinks, I believe, but nobody likes calling them that, so I probably won't. And this looks like it could be it. That looks pretty good to me. What do you guys think? So right off the bat, you can see there's a tiny bit of a gap under the shield here, and that tells me that we need one of those big boy screws, one of the thicker screws that house other screws. So before we install this, we have to put one of those underneath the shield, which is exactly what we're going to do. To be honest, when you're screwing stuff in an iPhone, it's better to not have a screw at all than put the wrong screw in, because if you put a long screw in, well, it can pierce the back glass and the whole project would be a complete failure. I'm gonna go for this guy. He looks pretty chill. We'll screw this guy over here and then we'll place the shield over. I'm gonna say that looks good to me, so we're gonna just go ahead and screw that in. Perfect. Now, I think we're all good to install the back camera. Before we do that, we have to make sure there's no dust. And now we're going to put the cameras down. Nice. Now we can install the shield. It looks like we're missing another one of those bigger screws, so we're gonna have to find another one. I'll just grab this guy, he looks good enough, and we're going to put him over here. If you think you're good at repairing phones, you should try this. It's a challenge.